Acts chapter 9, Saul was breathing murderous intent to the believers. So his passion is to kill Christians along the way, and for many, they will be put into prison. Young, old, men, women, children will be punished. This is the passion of Saul. But then Jesus, on the way to Damascus, he was a changed man. His character had changed, his nature had changed. He had obeyed the Lord. From blindness, now he is able to see. But then the people around him had not believed him to be changing. They still doubt Paul or Saul. Isn't that also true? That when we have a relationship with Jesus and that we start to change for the better, those people who know you before you receive Jesus had doubted that you have truly changed. Na walang pagbaton mo kay Jesus, nagkontak ka panigarilyo, nagkontak ka inom, nagmayong kabuhi mo, ang tanan sa palibot, magaduda kung nagbago ka manggid. Kaya inom tabla agapon, nagsimba ka lang, tapos nagbago ka na. There is a character change, and it happened to be an instant. Kad nagbago ining tao. That is why for those people who is around town and know this man, because this man is very prominent and influential, Saul is, and then there were commotions. If this man really had truly changed, we doubted. But then, out of those stories and things happening around him, Saul was very focused and determined. He had not listened to what people had to say about him. This is really wonderful because in verse 22 of the book of Acts chapter 9 says this. Yet Saul grew more and more powerful and baffled the Jews living in Damascus, proving that Jesus is the Messiah. He was not discouraged. Out of the things that is an attack to the personal name, his name, and an attack to the gospel in which it refers to Christ, yet he started to be strong. He never gave up the calling of God in his life because it's difficult. Listen, when you become a Christian, things sometimes doesn't go the way you want it to be. And most often, it becomes more harder than it used to be. Something ba doon si Lord, wala automatic nga doon naghapos ang tanan. Well, in fact, it becomes difficult. And more people is wondering, what are you doing? And most of the time, people don't like the things that you do. What happened? Sometimes we get discouraged because we had heard stories about us. But listen, if you had not been talked about, then you had not been so effective. If people talk about you when you are not present, and they talk bad about you, it's okay. Because you are growing bigger, you are stronger, and now you start to learn better. It means that when you are moving forward, you have to leave some things behind. Sa salakyan nyo din, dako nga bintana, ang side mirror or ang windshield? Then? Windshield kita. Bintana, matulog kami sa gilid, pero mas importante magtulog sa tubangan. So you don't have to be discouraged because people talk about you or hurt you at your back. It's okay. But sometimes we take it personally. That is why we have a lot of unprocessed emotions. Istoryahan ko nila. Inalibak ko nila. It's okay. Dapat tayo kanalibak sa imo. Kung hindi, sa tutuod sa social media ka kanalibak. Wala nga lang problem item. But it's really okay. Because when you are in obedience to Christ, many people will not like it when you obey. But listen, it's okay, even if you disappoint many, but you had obeyed the Master, and that is no other than Jesus. That is why for Paul, he had become stronger. Even people hate him, even the teachers of the law wants to kill him. What is his choice? He grew more powerful and baffled the Jews living in Damascus, proving Jesus is the Messiah. He is not discouraged because he had the promise of his Master. Listen very carefully, Anong pinaka-importante kay Apostle Paul now or kay Saul? The most important thing in his life now is what the Master is saying, not what naysayers has to say about what he is doing. Kaya kung mag-ubra ka sa insakto, at maayo, damo, kibyapon tao mainit sa imo. And it's okay. For Saul, he grew mature. He continued to move. Ang nabi kay Saul, kaya wala siya nagtanong lain buot, no?